Good morning, my friends. Welcome to this next teaching in Discipleship Evangelism with me, Pastor Vic. Sorry it's taken so long to do this teaching. No real excuses, just I apologise that I've not been able to do it. Anyway, we're on to Lesson 5, and hopefully you'll have read Lesson 5 in your notes. If not, I would go and read it now. So hopefully you've read it. I don't actually want to reinforce what's in there. I want to add some new material to this teaching. Some material that's really spoken to me over the years, some scriptures and some truths that's really spoken to me. So this lesson is called The Nature of God. And I think there's a real problem in the church, especially today under the new covenant, where we don't really, as believers, understand the true nature of God. Many people, many churches have this picture of God as being an angry God, judging us for our sin, sending bad things like illness or floods or whatever in order to teach us a lesson. Now, in my opinion, and from what I read in the Bible, that's actually a lot of religious nonsense. God's not a bad God. God's not an angry God. God's not a judgmental God. God is a good God. God is a God who loves us, who has mercy for us, who has compassion. Look with me at James 1 verse 17. James 1 verse 17 says, "Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, and cometh down from the Father of lights, with whom is no variableness, neither shadow of turning." God is a good God. Always has been good, always will be good. That's what the word says. So you might think, okay then, Vic, so how do I find out what the true nature of God is? Well, you can find out about it in the Bible, and you can find out about it by looking at the life of Jesus. You see, Jesus is an exact representation of the Father. Jesus is God, and is God made flesh, God manifest on the earth. And if you see Jesus doing something, you can say that God will do it. If you see Jesus not doing something, you'll know that God won't do that either. Look up verses when you have the time. Look up Colossians 1 verse 19. The fullness of the Godhead dwells in Jesus. Look at Hebrews 1 verse 3, where he is the exact representation of the Father. And also, if you read through the Gospel of John, you will see many times when Jesus says, "I can only do the will of the Father. If you look at me, you see the Father." So Jesus is the exact representation of the Father, and we can look at him and we can see the true nature of God the Father. And Jesus was loving. Jesus was merciful. Jesus was compassionate. He came to save, not to judge. He never made people sick. He always healed people. And quite often the word says he healed all. Not once, never once did Jesus refuse to heal someone. Now, people weren't healed, but that was because of their unbelief. Nothing to do with Jesus not wanting to heal them. And for me, one of my favourite pieces of scripture, the ultimate description of Jesus showing how merciful and compassionate he is, and therefore showing the mercy and compassion of God the Father, is in John 8, where we see the woman taken in adultery. People wanting to stone her, people wanting to kill her, people wanting to judge her. But what does Jesus do? Jesus shows her compassion, Jesus shows her mercy, and Jesus shows her forgiveness. Yes, he tells her not to sin, but that's after he shows her compassion and mercy. Compassion and mercy wasn't received because of her performance. It was received because Jesus is a merciful, compassionate, loving God, the exact representation of the Father. So read John 8, see that account, and John 8, 1:11 is my favourite, where no one has condemned her. She said, "No man, Lord." And Jesus said unto her, "Neither do I condemn thee." Gives her forgiveness, gives her mercy, gives her compassion, and then says, "Go and sin no more." You see, Jesus wasn't judging. Jesus wasn't judgmental. Jesus wasn't angry. He was loving, compassionate, and merciful. And that is the exact representation of God the Father. That's his true nature. So my friends, look into the Word. Look at these scriptures I've told you about and meditate on the goodness and the grace and the mercy and the love and the compassion of Jesus, and you transfer that onto God the Father, and that's what he has for you. See, that's the true nature of God. God is loving, merciful, compassionate, and that is what he has for you, my friends. So you read the Word, you study the Word, you rightly divide the Word, find out about Jesus, and transfer those truths, transfer that true nature onto what you think about God the Father. So I hope that's blessed you. That's good teaching, my friends. I'm sure that will bless you. And I'll see you all very soon when I'm over in India in January. So God bless. See you all soon. Bye-bye.